going and I'm taking my people with us to a brand new life, to a brand new home. That is what we are all about here in Vida Divina. You know, grabbing somebody and saying, you can change your life. Grabbing somebody and saying, watch me change my life so you can believe a little bit more in yourself. And so, my name is Aisha Queen. I am a Jade affiliate here with Vida Divina. And, I just want to thank you all for being on here this morning as I proceed to go into the message. So, with that being said, who hand are you reaching back for? Are you reaching out to people to say, let me show you something that is the better way. Let me show you something that can change your life. Let me show you something that, has changed my life. Are you doing things every day to make sure that this is changing your life? What habits are you able to show people? Because guess what? First of all, let's just say this. We're all here with the common mission and common goals. I want y'all to type in the chat real quick. Is the chat up? I don't know. Oh, yes, it's up. Okay, type in the chat. I want just at least 7 people to type in the chat what your mission is through Vida Divina. What is your mission? What is your mission? If you could summarize it to one sentence. And I'm not talking about like to buy your house or to take vacations, but what is your mission for the people, the prospects, the business partners? What is your mission there? Like, my mission is to make sure that anybody who's been overlooked or overworked know that they have a way that they can stand out and do more with their life. They can achieve the high value lifestyle that they see everybody else live. They can become the high value person. So, but what in one sentence, what is or one word, what sums up what your mission is? Let's just see. Another mission of mine is to help people realize that they can be healthier using medicinal mushrooms. I want to see what is your mission with Vida Divina. If you could type it in the chat. Come on now, somebody. Come on, somebody. Don't be afraid to type your mission in the chat. I see the good mornings. Thank you. What is your mission? To get at one person in every household to learn how to be healthier. Yes. All right. So if everybody agrees with that mission, type number 7. Because I think that is a common mission that we all have. Common mission being helping, every household. Yes, healthy, to be healthier. Thank you, Triconi. Thank you, Tiffany. Yes. And so with that being said, with that being our collective mission to help people get well. Okay, great. Thank you, Christine. With that being the comment, okay, I'm seeing it. Mr. Clinton Daly says, my mission is to help others have a better life through health and wealth. Look at that, how we all have the common mission the same. Now, look, when you think about, that song I just played was from Harriet Tubman's movie. And so when you think about, that movie with Harriet Tubman and how it depicted her journey to freedom and how she, went through the process, every single great leader has to go through the process so that you can teach the process, So, I want to say sometimes as a pioneer, we have to do the hardest stuff in order to see a glimpse of success. What is the hardest stuff here, Vida Divina? The hardest stuff could be showing up on every call. The hardest stuff could be reaching out to 10 more people after the first 5 said no. The hardest stuff could be posting every day on social media, being ignored by your, people who are connected to you. They're not liking, they're not commenting. The hardest stuff could be going live on social media, right? But sometimes we go through the hardest stuff so that we can create that path. Let me tell you, Harriet Tubman, she took that trip and she created the path. And then once she created the path, as she was going through that path, can you imagine she was fighting with people who were trying to capture her, but she also met a lot of good people who were willing to help her. And so then when she got to the other side, she says, you know what, I'm going to go back a lot more times, and I'm going to get as many people as I can to come back with me, because now I have created the path. I'm successful. I've literally set up safe houses along the way. Those safe houses for us are the IPA list. The safe houses for us are the morning team huddles. The safe houses for us that have already been created for you to be able to utilize and add to are things like the opportunity calls. And so in doing the hard stuff, that means that you're putting yourself in position to start doing, participating and helping out with the morning calls. You're putting yourself in position to start doing opportunity meetings. Are you doing the work behind the scenes? Behind the scenes is where you can study and you can practice and you can do, so that when you show up, you're showing people the way, right? The path. Once you create that path, when people get started with you in business, they have a clear idea of where to go to get started, what to do, what should be their first steps in the first 48 hours. How can they start making money in the first 48 hours? What can they do to overcome obstacles? What is that path like for you? And how can, if you feel like your path when you have gotten started was not as clear, how can you create a clearer path based on your successes? How can you reach out to somebody who has had success to ask them, what is a better strategy for me? I bet you that through that path, or, through Harriet Tubman's path, when she was meeting people who were helping her, it was likely pointing out the kinks in her plan to say, okay, that's a great plan, but look at this. What about this, this, and that? And then she likely prayed about it and said, okay, you know what, that seems like a good idea based on the word I received from God. I believe that's actually how she went through her journey. Can you imagine? That was probably the hardest journey to freedom anybody in the world has ever taken. And yet she did not quit. And yet she went back and freed thousands of people. And so when you look at the hard stuff that you're going through, are you willing to have the resilience of Harriet Tubman and go back and restart? When you're restarting, last week was it last week? No, the week before last, I talked about, resetting your business. But when you're resetting, all you're really doing is giving yourself the opportunity to go back and help more people, to find more people. There are so many people who don't know anything about Vida Divina. But the problem is we keep talking. Imagine if Harriet Tubman kept going back and kept asking the same people who didn't want to leave last time, hey, you ready yet? Hey, you ready yet? She would have been like, this is a waste of my time for me to come back. But I bet when she went back, she went to find new people. She didn't go back to those same people and say, hey, you ready yet? She went to go find new people who didn't know anything about her path and say, hey, this is my path. So what if you did that? What if every week you find a group of new people to follow up with every single week? That means, you find 20 new people today, and all through the week, you follow through with them. You sell them product, you invite them to the call, and then every week you find 20 new people. Or maybe you do something like every 3 days you find 20, because I'm pretty sure it took her probably like a month to go back, find, 100 new people, and then take a month to go get back to the free land, and then a month to go back. So look at that. But here we have social media, so we can set people free every single day, as long as you have your target number. Listen, high value mindset says you need to know the goal that you're going for in order to achieve it. So what is that goal that you're going for in setting people free? What does that number look like for you to say, I'm going to reach out to these new people no matter come hell or hot water. I don't care if the house is on fire. I don't care if I break my leg and I end up sitting in the emergency room. While I'm sitting there waiting on the doctor, I'm going to be reaching out so I can meet this set amount of new people this week. New people. Let's not keep talking to the same people that's putting us on standby. Let me tell you, if you have not seen Madam C.J. Walker movie Self-Made, I believe that is a movie every entrepreneur should see. I mean, I think it's a series actually, but if you have the capability to research it and pull it up and watch it, that is a part of your study. That is your homework. Watch Self-Made, because you'll see how Madam C.J. Walker, all the things that she had to go through in order to become the success. And now we're saying her name. Here it is. We're able to tell her story. We're able to see, how she mass produced this product and then went to go and introduce it to people, and she was getting turned down left, right, left, right. But then she went out to meet new people, and she was selling out. She was out vending, standing out in busy areas, talking at the top of her lungs about this product, and it was making people come to her. So she was selling out. What if you could do that with this product? What if, you could, if you're struggling for sales, you could find somewhere that's crowded and set up a table and talk loud to everybody that comes stop and talk to you so that more people can hear it and they can stop and listen, right? And then when you look at the process of her journey to becoming a success, when she created the path, when she had the manufacturing all set up, she had a team to help her with manufacturing. She had, the ingredients all set up. She went and found more people to sell it. That series actually depicts the exact idea of network marketing, and it teaches you a lot because it shows you how, what we do. We're in a company that has already been positioned for you to do this. But what Madam C.J. Walker did with her company, she started it by selling it herself, and then she started to recruit people to sell it with her, and they started recruiting people to sell it with them. And so when you look at, matter of fact, let me think back. I don't even think that those people were able to recruit people. I think it was all her recruiting a whole bunch of people. So how we have it today is actually even better than what she had set up back then, because back then it was designed only for them to make money to put bread on the table, but it was designed for her to become wealthy. But that was just because of, trial and error, figuring this thing out called network marketing. But now it's designed for everyone with that common mission to be free. Network marketing, and specifically Vida Divina, is designed for everyone with that common mission to be free. The only reason all 14 of us on here will not see 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month, is simply only if we do not take the actions necessary to create the path. It's only but so much that anyone can show you to help you really become free. It's only but so much any one person. Like, I don't know all that Tiffany needs. I don't know all that Marilyn needs, but Marilyn knows what Marilyn needs. Marilyn knows if she struggles with public speaking. Tiffany knows if she struggles with consistency. Yvonne knows if she struggles with, follow through. You know what you need. And so, when that path is set for you and you're shown the path, are you doing the things behind the scenes so that you can be able to actually get to the finish line of the mission? Are you able to follow through with the mission? Are you able to, set it out, have the blueprint, have the plan, get through the obstacles, fight off the bad people, and find good people to connect with so that you can successfully sell, successfully create a substantial lifestyle and overflow with Vida Divina. And so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Anybody have any comments about this morning's call or questions? You are free to raise your hand so that I can unmute you, or type in the chat and I'll unmute you. While we're waiting for people to think about if they want to talk with us this morning, I want to remind you that we have the IPAs that you can follow to help as a basic guide for creating income. We have YouTube videos that you can watch so that you can train and retrain over and over again, and even send to your new people. We have you can schedule a personal one-on-one coaching call with anyone who is silver or above, so that way you can be able to get some ideas and maybe talk about the obstacles you're dealing with. Because we're coming to the conclusion of the 90-day run. I believe we probably have a good maybe 45 or 40 more days to it. And so Where will you be at the end of this 90-day run? How many new people will you have that are able to see clearly on how to become free through Vida Divina? What is our motto? Live healthy, live wealthy, live free. Let's go find some people today and help to set them free. Free from being overworked, free from being underpaid, free from being frustrated, free from being unhealthy, free from being enslaved by their thoughts that they were, raised with, breaking generational curses, and so much. That is a lot that we are doing here with Vida Divina when we put ourselves in position to go and help people. So go out and help you some new people today and have an amazing day. All right, I'll see y'all tonight. Oh, do not miss the call tonight. The call tonight is with our CEO, Armand Puyol, and our Double Diamond, Albert Jacquet. I always love learning from our CEO, so definitely make sure that you have it in your calendar, you set your alarm, you are on with your notebook and pen, and please, just out of respect for Armand, have your camera on. Do your hair if you have to today, brush your teeth, whatever it is that keeps your camera off, put on a nice shirt that don't have no holes in it, whatever the case may be. If you don't have a good space in your house, go sit in the car, go sit on the porch, sit in the bathroom, for goodness sakes, put your back up against the wall, have your camera on so that we can be face to face with this man who has created millionaires. All right, have a great evening, and I'll see y'all later. Oh, have a great day. I'll see y'all later. This